Okay, now let's see how to program an ESP01 using an USB, because this seems to be much more simpler than connecting it over the Arduino and then doing it, because this works pretty simple, because if not you're wasting much of your time just connecting and making sure to get disconnected and then doing things. Let's see if you're able to see. Yeah, I think probably you're able to see. Yeah, so this is the one which I use. So one thing I've done is I brought two of them. So one, I soldered the ground GPIO 0 to the ground, so that it comes into programming mode. Okay, so now let's move on. So you just need to plug in, and then you just need to plug in, and then you just simply need to put it into your USB and upload. So I'm using an Arduino IDE to do it. So make sure that when you're trying to upload the code, so your board should be ESP 8266 generic ESP 8266 module, and select the port. So do not forget to select the port. So let me plug in. So I plugged in it. So if you see, once I select here, the port should come up as the USB serial port. And let me, so this so what I am trying to do here is, so I have a relay which is a 5-volt relay. I am trying to connect it through as a standalone ESP through ESP01. So whenever there is an internet, it uses internet. If not, whenever there is no internet, it directly goes into the low mode. Low mode is nothing but the relay gets on. When it is high, that means the relay is off. So now let me upload the code. So I think probably you will be able to see the code is getting uploaded. So yeah, now the code has been uploaded. So now let's remove it and see. Now let's connect the ESP01 to the relay module. Okay, so this is the relay module that I'm going to connect. So with my ESP01 just now that we programmed, so probably not sure if you're able to see it. Let me focus. Probably I think. Yeah, so this is the USB I'm going to use and connect it through 5-volt relay. So before making connections, make sure that you have an Arduino. Through the Arduino, I'm going to do it. So it is actually very simple, but yeah, so make sure that during the upload, so you may run into issues. So yesterday night I figured out that if you don't give the serial dot beacon, if you don't define that, then the ESP does not even respond. I'm not sure why, but it does not even respond when I'm trying to connect it to the Arduino. So the program was not getting kicked off, and I was struggling a lot, and then figured out, okay, let me put a serial dot begin, and then it started working. So now I've given the RX and the GPIO pin as the output pin for this program. So let me connect those two, and make sure that you connect the ground to ground, and make sure that you connect 3.5 volt and the reset, the EN pin, or it may, in some of them it would be written CHEN or something a little different. So make sure that when you tilt your ESP from the top right, so the following next two pins, that is the following next two pins should be always black. Okay, so that's how it works. So one thing is that, okay, let me now let me show you what happens when actually it is now connected. Okay, if you see my this thing, let me change the port. So see, it would tell that the ESP is not responding. I think probably you will be able to see it tells that ESP is not responding, but if you see it is actually working, that is because so yeah, I'm not sure why that is not, but still your ESP gets connected to the Wi-Fi that is defined, so it tells trying to connect to one of my mobile network, and but see, if make sure the connections are always right, because if connections are not right, then it may cause a lot of issues. And your 3.3 volts, make sure that when you connect it should be always 3.3 volt. It's taking time to connect. So you can see that the blue light is blinking. That means that it is trying to connect to one of the networks. Not sure if you're able to see it. So the blinking should stop. So it's trying to find out the network that it is trying to connect. Okay, let me connect it again, and let me connect.